1122 to Kenny.
8300. 8362, 28 to a vehicle, 900 North my parking lot of Kmart.
Now as that takes me...
All right. Without further ado, let's get to. And yeah, I'm probably gonna piss off a lot of motherfuckers with this one here, but who gives a shit? I wanted to get on this topic, and this isn't really a new topic in this space. I've spoken on it for years. I'll probably speak on it more so now, even having more experience. But ultimately just reasons why I say men shouldn't set out to be stepfathers. I mean, it's a real topic that got to be addressed. And I even came up on a video. His name is Ko Minerva. And, you know, he lays out pretty much like three pretty much base reasons. Like across the board, you're here to cross the board. So I just wanted to get into this video. Then you can probably touch on it, maybe react a little bit. Or react with it. But we're gonna watch it together.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Kevin. We're back again with another video. Now listen, today's topic is 3 reasons why you should not be a stepfather. Now I'm gonna try to make this quick, but this is something that I gotta talk about because I've been seeing these single mothers talking about how things work when they actually have a guy to be a father to their children. So I'm gonna let you guys know why you shouldn't do this. Number one, you're not gonna be a priority in that woman's life, okay? She's gonna say her kids come first. Now you have to think about that because you as a man is still supposed to be the protector and the provider. So not only are you protecting her, yourself, you're also protecting another man's children. And you're also providing for not only her, but another man's children who come before you. That makes absolutely no sense. She's not gonna value you enough to see you as a priority in her life. So that means if there's conflict between you and the children, you're gonna be the one to go. No matter how much you invest, no matter how much time you put in, it doesn't matter because another man's kids come before you.
And yeah, I want to touch on that. And he's absolutely goddamn right. There is, and this is just, I can speak of my experience, and I've got plenty of friends, and I've talked to plenty of guys who've done the stepdad thing, but especially from my experience, you're not prioritized at all. And on top of that, you're not even appreciated truly for your composition. You're completely expendable as a stepdad. So it's wild. You're expected, like you was alluding to, you're expected to come in and fill the same role that they would expect from the biological father. You're expected to provide financially, physically, you know, keep the bills going, the house running, school clothes, everything. Like you're expected to be the man of the house. Yet at that point in that position, you're just completely inexpendable, easily replaceable. And when shit hits the fan, the hell with you, and she's off to the next, and that's it. You don't. There's nothing that you get for the time that you done put in with this woman kid. I know because I've done it fucking like 3 times. It's nothing. That's it. I'm just, man, he's spot on though.
That's never a good situation to put yourself in. All right. Number two, those children are not going to respect you. On very rare occasions, if you do meet a woman and the children are newborns or toddlers, maybe they could grow to be with you and recognize you as a father. But at the end of the day, man, a child is always going to have an allegiance to their actual biological father, especially if he's somewhat around, if he's visiting, if he's an active co-parent. They're still going to respect their father over you. So you have to keep that in mind, fellas. No matter how much you do, no matter how much you work, no matter how much you provide, those children will never hold you in high regard as their actual father. And if you're actually a man that's worth anything, you would never try to keep those children away from their biological father, because that's not right. A child has a right to be with their father, regardless of the bullshit that their mother is saying. That's just how I feel. And I think any other upstanding man would not do things to keep a child from their actual father, unless he's a sick, a predator or something like that, then of course. But if you're an upstanding man and you're not trying to prevent that communication, you have to understand, fam, that you're not going to get the respect. And that ties back to number one. If it's you or the children, you're going to be the one to go.
And yeah, that's another thing. As far as the kids respecting you, a big issue, and he's going to get to it because I think all these points kind of tie into each other. And the big thing with the kids respecting you is since you're already not a priority, and often with females with kids, you're gonna at best come in around third or fourth on the priority list. So with that, it's already a lack of respect. And in that, women they tend to undermine your authority, your masculinity, and all that, where some of these women will have the kids all through your house. They'll have the utmost expectations, and they really expect you not to discipline their kids, which in a sense gives the kids another sense of authority over you in your shit, on top of knowing that you're expendable. Especially if they done had 1, 2, 3 stepdaddies before, then to them it's routine. And that's even worse. But yeah, he's definitely right, man. Like it,
And the third reason, my biggest issue with these single mothers is this. It's the fact that they won't actually let you discipline the children. Now that's very problematic, for the simple fact that these kids don't respect you. They don't look at you as their father, and they know that their mother's going to choose you over them. So they do have a higher tendency to be disrespectful to children that will actually be yours or of your bloodline. Because if they're your nieces or your nephews, of course you can discipline them.
And yeah, just touching on that, as far as like the kids, their allegiance and everything too. The thing that's crazy is the kids don't even have to know. They don't even have to know their their biological father, and the allegiance is there. You get a lot of this. Yeah. Don't even have to know their dad. You get some little shit like that. On top of the fact that you can't discipline them.
Bloodline, because if they're your nieces or your nephews, of course you can discipline them if you're not abusing them, of course. Like a spanking, there's nothing wrong with that. But these women want you to come in, right? Pay all the bills, have access to your money and and play the role of a father, but you cannot raise the children in the image that you feel is correct. That's not right. See, if you had your own children, you could raise them in whatever image you saw fit. But these children here, you can't tell them nothing. You can't discipline them. It's like you're powerless. You're a man, but you have no power. So it makes absolutely no sense to be in a situation to where you're at the bottom of the pyramid. Of course, she's going to put herself first because we see what they do with the child support money. Then she has her children. Then she has the children's father. Because lo and hold and believe, I personally feel like every woman that has a baby daddy, if he was to actually get his shit together and be a productive man or whatever happened between them, and he was to come to the table and say, hey, listen, I fucked up, I'm sorry, I want to make it work, and he was sincere, and she felt that, you're out the door. You're out the door, dog. No matter what you did, no matter what you say, you're out the door. So you also have to keep that in mind. Listen, fellas, I'm going to end this video, but I want you to understand something. Have enough respect for yourself to start your own legacy. Don't raise another man's bloodline. We're not talking about nieces and nephews because that is your bloodline. We're talking about outside children with women that weren't responsible enough to have to have children within the confines of marriage, but that's an actual commitment. Stop engaging these women. I spoke to you in the last video and said it's all about the money. They want your resources. They prefer to get men without children. We know this. Men, have enough respect for yourself to be patient and find the right woman and start your own legacy.
And man, that's where we at with that. I mean, that's a lot to unpack, and we can go so many directions, obviously, with this, but in a nutshell, it's ultimately why I don't recommend men stepping up to be stepfathers, and especially even in the Black community, especially more so because I know too many. It's real common for us in our community to move out of order. And it's a good chance that a lot of young Black men will be stepfathers before they're even fathers. I know I was. I was like stepdad twice before I actually had a child of my own. And it's so common, it's made to be so acceptable. Like, us moving out of order has been made to just be such the norm. And as Black men, we're raised up to like, oh yeah, you're gonna be a man, you gotta step up. You gotta step up. And it's like, for fucking why? I can just tell you from my personal experience and other stories I heard, but especially from mine, it is not worth it. I've got situations, I raised a motherfucker 14 years. Everything, top to bottom. I don't even talk to him today.
Oh my God!
Like, and it's nothing. They don't appreciate it. The mom don't appreciate it. Well, that's it. That's 14 years. I could have saved a lot of motherfucking money and resources and shit in the long term for that. Not with the mom. Everybody moved on, went on with their shit. And that's how it is. When you're a stepdad, you're completely expendable. Biological father wasn't there, if barely. But the respect and the loyalty was just there. just because of genetics. And even through a marriage and the whole nine, I was always still expendable. And that's the thing that you got to go in real cautious. It's rare. It's sometimes you meet a female and they you can meet the right female and they understand that order. They understand submission. But modern day women, it's not going to be worth it. I'd bet half my shit 9 times out of 10, probably 9.9 times out of 10. It's it's not going to be fucking worth it for you in the long run. Because for one, you're not going to get submission. You're pretty much used for your resources because the original dad didn't work out. And that's really, in a short, what it is. You're just a resource replacement. And that's how a lot of these females treat it. A lot of these females don't want you disciplining their kids, even when their kids need discipline. And then they look at you like you're strange for wanting to discipline somebody else's kids, but we're not supposed to look at them like they're strange for wanting our fucking resources for somebody else's kids. But if you don't want somebody to discipline your kids and be all that, then stop asking men to apply their resources to your fucking kids then. It's crazy that they never think like that. And that's why I'm to the point now to where I'd more so rather avoid females with kids, but that's kind of impossible. And I'm open to dating with females with kids, but they gotta have them motherfuckers in order, and they gotta have a good co-parenting situation. I'm gonna be who I am, which is naturally you're supposed to respect, love, be a good influence, naturally. But all that like coming in and stepping up shit and all the bullshit ass memes you see with like, I'm not the stepdad, I'm the man that's save that shit, dude. Save it. It's not all that. It's not all that serious. I come into a situation, a female got kids, you gotta have your kids together in order, and very preferably with a good co-parenting relationship. So that motherfucker can go be with they dads, or we can do us from time to time. Not sliding in and shit trying to put the cape on. No, sir. This is it. This is the main thing you gotta remember. This is what the fuck they think, and this is how they'll treat you. We as men, we be ignoring all the damn signs. Ignore all the damn signs not to do this shit. I don't give a damn how fat her ass is, how fine you think it will not be worth it, most likely. There's rare occasions where that shit works, or a lot of the time, if the dude is willing to be a complete simp, by all means, man, it'll be just fine. But if you any type of alpha, if you any type of man in your purpose, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be problems. And even more so now because females are accustomed and comfortable living out of order. So you talk to a lot of these females now, and they already see themselves as single mothers before they even fucking have kids. So they're already looking at the idea of getting the next motherfucker to take care of their kids. Like, I don't know, it's just fucking weird. But yeah, just know ultimately, you're not going to get the respect. You're going to be undermined, and you're not going to be a priority in that situation. And it's a huge fucking risk, and it's not worth it. And men shouldn't, especially we need to stop telling young black men that is their duty, because there's a lot of young black men who are throwing their whole fucking life off course because of some out of order bitch. And I said it. I've been completely open with my damn son. Told him, don't bring no other nigga kids home. Rather my child come home flaming motherfucking gay than to come home with another nigga's kid. I done been there too many motherfucking times. Not fucking worth it. But yeah. Let me know what y'all think. And yeah, been me. Remember, like and subscribe is completely free. And hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm on here talking my shit, giving y'all that grease. And shit, I wanted to say, I was watching a video. I was gonna shout out the dude over at Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. He had revealed that he had cancer, so speedy recovery to him. And shout out once again to KO Minerva, you know, for his views, you know, his good, you know, summary and all that. This is a discussion that, you know, that really needs to be had, and it really needs to be taught more so, because I think if we teach this, I think it encourages women to be more responsible, more accountable for how they move, who they decide to reproduce with, and eliminate this problem altogether. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Until next time, I'm out.
It's your boy Slim Sav, I stay gritting and grinding. Paint dripping off the slab, main the left wrist shining. Puffing on the best herb, purchase all the best clothes. Brody, fuck what you heard, over here we getting dope. Hella marijuana smoke, VIP with model hoe. Get them high, got them drunk, now they all wanna go. Got it crunk, get it turned, keep the groupies getting low. Getting blade till I'm burnt, I sitting low, bro. I'm $1 million dream. Bean for the green with the cookies and the cream. Tell you how to get it with the package and the beam. Legal over legal and it hard as it seems. You know what I mean? Never trigger but a quicker just to let it go. Like a buddy in the wind, I'ma let it blow. Bottle bottles at the bar, I'ma let it flow. Little change for my chain, I'ma let it glow. Never cuff it on the chick, better let it hoe. Let the white girls in, fuck it, let it snow. Tip a couple bottles, got a couple models. Tell the beater when I leave just to let them know. You got them rap bottom. Yo, where them stacks? I got them. Money ain't a thing like Jermaine before the tax.
When I step up in the club, bet I'm buying all the bottles. When I leave out for the night, bet I'm leaving with the models. Going heavy on the gas, 140 on the throttle. It ain't nothing, baby, we gon' do the same old thing tomorrow. I'm $1 million dream, it's a penny for your sight. I'm $1 million dream, here's a penny for your sight. I'm $1 million dream, here's a penny for your sight. I'm $1 million dream, here's a penny for your sight.
Cause I gotta get the paper stack. When money get booked, that's what I call a paperback. Me living lavish, I'm matching up with a paper tag. I put in work cause somebody gotta pay for that. Almighty made for that. So I came up with a scheme. Then I got my game up with my team. Now I'm trying to get my name up on the cream. It's a shame the only dream. Better get up out your bed. I ain't preaching to you, homie, but faith without work is dead. I'ma go get it instead. I take my words, turn them to action. While you settling, taking a loss, I enjoy success satisfaction. Racks on racks on racks. Stacking stacks on stacks on stacks. Maseratis back to back. To VIP down to the track. They know what we do it big. Gotta get it how I live. Raising funds, but I don't give. Nobody fresher than the kid. Don't believe it, ask your chick. She just want me cause I'm rich. But I don't trick and I don't treat. Be her $1 million dreams. Another $1 million scheme. Nobody fucking with that squad. We that $1 million dream. Stacking millions is my job.
When I step up in the club, bet I'm buying all the bottles. When I leave out for the night, bet I'm leaving with the models. Going heavy on the gas, 140 on the throttle. It ain't nothing, baby, we gon' do the same old thing tomorrow. I'm $1 million dream, here's a penny for your sight. I'm $1 million dream, here's a penny for your sight. I'm $1 million dream, here's a penny for your sight. I'm $1 million dream, here's a penny for your sight.
If you don't work and you don't eat, you don't grind and you don't
hit the block. Nigga, all them knocks on me. Petty Swisher, Gorgonzola, boy, I gotta get my cheese. We them alphabet boys, keep the K's with the G.
Check it, when you wanna go up in there. When you tryna be, I'm already in there. Game spitting till I roll with thin hair. And you still be watered down like swimwear. Flow smooth like a G6 in air. But the rougher than I feel for the cactus. For the kicker with my skill, take practice. You can spend a lifetime, still can't match this.
When I step up in the club, bet I'm buying all the bottles. When I leave out for the night, bet I'm leaving with the models. Going heavy on the gas, 140 on the throttle. It ain't nothing, baby, we gon' do the same old thing tomorrow. I'm $1 million dream, it's a penny for your thoughts. I'm $1